You just saw what I saw, didn't you? Well, if you liked what you saw, let me explain a little bit more about it so you know a little bit more. But what you just saw was called the Tundra Biome, and if you guys don't know what the Tundra Biome is, that's my job for me to explain to you. The word tundra, first of all, originated from the Finnish word tunturia, which means barren land. That makes sense because the tundra biome consists of soil with 3 feet of snow over it, which makes it really hard for plants and many trees to grow over. It's not impossible, but it's just hard. That's why it takes a tundra biome a long time to grow and form and develop, to reach its climax community. It takes around 10,000 years. Now, many of you people may ask, what exactly is a biome? Let me answer that question for you. A biome simply refers to the major ecosystems of the world being subdivided into smaller parts distinguished by their similar climate, or that's what they say. Now that brings you to another question. What is an ecosystem? Well, an ecosystem simply refers to all the living organisms and communities along with the biotic and abiotic factors that affect them and how they interact with each other in a particular area. Let's talk about its primary ecological succession to form a self-sustaining community with a relatively constant biodiversity of organisms, aka a climax community. So let's get one thing straight first. This example that we're going to be using is a primary succession of the tundra biome where no human intervention was included. Therefore, this example, it is not a plagioclimax.
This all begins with a big huge ice glacier which slowly starts to melt out. This usually takes a long time, and little by little, as the ice glacier melts out, a rocky land with no fertile soil on it begins to appear. Over time, pioneer species called lichens start to grow over the rocky land, then slowly start to break it up and apart, which creates cracks on the surface where plants such as short grass and shrubs can start growing out. Because by then, fertile soil and humus would have been settled on it. At this point, we enter the intermediate stage of the primary succession, where snow starts to fall and cover up the land. Then plants start to appear on the surface, along with lakes. Then as time progresses, vegetation starts to appear, which are the brown patches of land in this case. This makes the land suitable for other organisms to sustain life in the land and therefore keep going until they reach the climax community of the tundra biome after around 10,000 years of ecological succession. This climax community will provide many habitats to many organisms.
The organisms have ecological niches. A niche describes a particular role of an organism within its ecosystem or habitat. This includes its spatial habitat and functions, so it also refers to its relationship with other organisms, therefore what it eats and what it does. The dominant plant species in the tundra are the Arctic mosses, the Arctic willow, the bearberry, the caribou moss, the diamond leaf willow, the Labrador tea, the pasque flower, and also the tufted saxifrage. As for animals, they include polar bears, caribou, Arctic fox, Arctic hare, Arctic owl, mussel ox, and rock ptarmigan. Now don't think we forgot about the niches. For example, the Arctic fox acts as a predator to control populations of other organisms. And the snowy owl it reduces competition for food by hunting at night as it's nocturnal. And the Arctic hare can camouflage itself in the winter due to its ability to change its fur during that time.
What you just saw is called the Tundra Biome. Now, for all of you, the word tundra originated from the Finnish
The niche describes the role of a species. No.
Put it on top of here.
Later tonight. Later tonight. To all the different communities and populations and
Hi.
Hi. The organisms have. No.
Hi. Okay, no.